So Dan Howell does this thing, or did this thing, I guess, called Reasons Why Dan's a Fail. And I figured that I would do a similar series called Reasons Why Cinder is Lame. Clever. I know. So I figured the first video that I did should be something defining. It should be something that is me. Like, entirely me. Something that defines me and makes me who I am, and that's a very lame individual who probably does not deserve a life on this earth. Like, I'm no benefit at all to this earth. I literally tell bad jokes and make stupid videos. That's what I do, that's what I put out there. The positive vibes and horrible uncle jokes. But I decided to do something that is really important to me, I guess, in a way. And that is, I cry hysterically every time I hear the song Bohemian Rhapsody. Every time, without fail. Every single time. I don't even know exactly why this started, but everyone knows Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a song by Queen. Queen is a really big band still, or, yeah, I mean, everyone knows Bohemian Rhapsody. And I knew it from a very young age, obviously, as one would. So, when I was very young, I was way too emotional and sensitive, but also way too logical and analytical, which you wouldn't think is possible, but apparently it is, because that sums up me. I'm more the former. But I always listened to that song, and I thought to myself, man, that's so sad. It's such a sad song. If you think about it, it's about some guy who kills another guy and then instantly regrets it. Like, he regrets it as he's pulling the trigger. As he's pulling the trigger to shoot this guy, he realizes that he doesn't want to be doing that. And the entire song is just him saying how sorry he is to his mother, and like, he loves her, and to carry on if he doesn't come home because the police got him, and how he's gonna die because they're gonna kill him in jail. To me, that song is the saddest song. I don't know why. So, when I was younger, we had the American Idol video game. I don't even remember what system it was on. It was probably on, like, Xbox or, like, Wii or something. It was like a little microphone, and you would have to essentially sing karaoke, and the judges would judge you based on, like, how you hit the pitches. It worked a lot like Rock Band did in that sense. Like, you know, the singing bit of Rock Band nailed Paramore every single time. Misery Business, that was my song on Rock Band. Not the point. The point being, when my mom discovered that Bohemian Rhapsody was on this game, she decided to be Satan incarnate. And I'd left my mother. But every single time I wanted to do something, she'd be like, alright, you gotta sing Bohemian Rhapsody if you want to do that. So she would put on the video game and pull up Bohemian Rhapsody, and she would record me singing Bohemian Rhapsody. And about a verse and a half into the song, I would start sobbing hysterically. And she would just be behind there laughing. So there are about a dozen or so, I would say, maybe a little more, videotapes of just me starting to sing Bohemian Rhapsody, having an actual breakdown, and my mom just like laughing really hard in the background. I should find them someday, but it's not important right now. So one day, about a month ago, give or take, we were in school, and the class hadn't started yet, so I was hanging out by the lockers with my school pals and buddies. And suddenly this kid, who I would not call my friend, he's like a casual acquaintance, named Michael. Short, heavy-set ginger kid. I don't like him very much. I don't like him much at all. He's dating a 6th grader, and it's a mess. He comes through the hall, and he's wearing his headphones, but he's one of those people who doesn't actually wear their headphones over their ears. Instead, he keeps them around his neck, pointing out. So the sound just like goes all over the place, like the sound explodes everywhere. It's the most annoying thing. It's the most douchey thing that you can ever do. Is to do that with your headphones and walk through the halls like he does. But this video isn't about Michael Smith. It's about how when he walked up, he started playing and singing along to Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Instantly, I start tearing up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I'll be right back, everybody. Just gotta go powder my nose and cry in the bathroom. So I escape into the girls' bathroom, and I start crying because it started playing. Like, he was not deep into it. Like, he was at the part that makes me cry. It was bad. So I walked back over to the lockers where my friends were, and Bohemian Rhapsody is no longer on. So I'm like, oh, that's good, sweet. Don't have to come up with another excuse to leave. So I go over there, and they look at me, and they're like, have you been crying? And I was like, what? No, I've not been crying. You sillies. I've not been crying. And they're like, you've been crying. Why have you been crying? And I was like, you don't. Every time I hear Bohemian Rhapsody, I cry. And they're like, I don't believe that for a second. No one does that. No one cries every time they hear Bohemian Rhapsody. But I do. So Michael Smith starts playing Bohemian Rhapsody, and I start tearing up again. And he thinks it's the funniest thing, because he doesn't think that I'm serious. He doesn't think I'm serious. This kid thought I was lying. It was getting a teeny bit noisy down there, so I came upstairs. So he turns up the volume and chases me down the hallway and into the chorus room playing Bohemian Rhapsody until I actually start yelling at him to stop. Like stern, very serious Cinder yelling at him to stop because I will start sobbing. So he finally gets the memo and turns it off, but he still thinks I'm joking, and he's still laughing. Fast forward a few weeks later, which is about a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to New York City with my friends. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen the picture of me in my red dress with my red lipstick, all smiley with my friend poking my cheek. Yes, I went to New York City. Loads of fun. But Michael was on my bus, as well as 2 new friends I made, named Nate and Reese. They were on the bus with me, and my friend Amber. So we were all on the bus, sitting in the general vicinity of each other, I suppose, when Michael Smith starts playing Bohemian Rhapsody as loud as he can, singing along as loudly as possible. Now we're on a bus, like a tour bus. We're on a bus, so I can't run away from this kid playing the song that makes me sob. So I start crying, and Reese looks over at me and he's like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And Nate's like, "Are you crying?" And Amber's freaking out because Amber didn't remember that it made me cry. And Michael still thinks I'm joking. So he's like, "Nah, she's fine, just watch." And I'm like wiping tears away and like making probably very unattractive noises while sniffling and wiping my tears away. And I was like, "I'm sorry, Bohemian Rhapsody makes me cry." So Nate and Reese start flipping out and they're like, "Turn it off." So he turns it off, and I collect myself, and he goes, "Listen, I will give you $1 if you can make it through the entirety of Bohemian Rhapsody without crying." Now, when bribed with money, people can do incredible things. So somehow, I made it through the entirety of Bohemian Rhapsody without actually physically shedding tears. My eyes watered up more than I think they've ever watered up without actually letting go of the water before. Like, you know when you have a bowl or a glass full of water and you fill it up to the top and it's over the edge, like there's a bubble of water but it's not spilling over? That's what my eyes probably resembled. Like that's the equivalent of how much water was in my eyes. It was about to spill. Like I thought I was about to lose that $1. Not that it mattered much to me, but I wanted to see if I could do it. But I did do it and I got through it and I got $1. I'm proud of myself. But that's one of many things that makes Cinder lame. So there you have it. Anyone asking for some reason if they haven't already figured it out why my name is Cinder is lame, I'm going to be doing a mini-series on it. So you'll have plenty of reasons as to why Cinder is lame. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a like, my man, my dude, my dudette, my gal. This is even more awkward than I thought it would be. Remember to leave a like and to subscribe to me if you want to see more of my face and my stupid videos. They're pretty great. Kill me. And also leave a comment down below on what you thought of this video or suggestions for future videos, all that sort of stuff. All my links to my social medias and things like that will be in the description. If you had seen my last video, would know that I'm working on getting a district lines shop open, and I probably won't start actually selling things until I reach about 5,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, if that ever happens. But if it does happen, then a district lines shop will open up for you, where I'll sell stupid merch like t-shirts and long sleeve shirts and bracelets and beanies and hoodies and stuff like that, and probably more maybe. Who knows? Signed things? Not that you would want signed things from me, I'm kind of nobody. But yeah, that'll be opening soon. Also, you should add me on Snapchat. I'll add you back and you can send me things. And soon I'm going to be starting to open things in videos. So if you have any questions or anything like that, or if you just want to send me a picture of yourself, keep it PG, please. I'll be opening those and putting them in videos, responding to your questions that way. I will also respond to your questions in the comments. But if you really have a question that is eating at you, you should probably email me at cinderislame@gmail.com, because I'm going to stop replying to so many comments because that takes forever. Also, I have Twitter and Instagram, so you can always slide into my DMs there if you really have to ask me something. And I have a YouNow account where I will occasionally broadcast, so you should fan me on YouNow. That'll all be in the description, by the way. You should fan me on YouNow, or become a fan of me on YouNow, I guess. And also follow me on Twitter, because YouNow's system to tell you when I'm broadcasting sucks. So follow me on Twitter. And if you do that, then I will tweet every time I'm about to broadcast. And there you have it. But yeah, all my social media is going to be down there. My Snapchat username, it's pretty much all Cinder is Lame, so I'm good. Also, I have a Facebook group, so if you want to like that, it'll show up that you like a loser like me to your friends and family. So if you're ever interested in that, I'm posting horrible, cancerous stuff on the wall there, you feel free to do that. That's also in the description. You do you. But leave your musical.lys down in the comments below so my mother and I can react to your musical.lys. Get excited for that video. That'll be coming up soon-ish. Don't kill me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye! I'm